Al here, and today I want to do something a little bit different from my usual stuff. I've been asked a lot lately which is better, fixed hop up or hop up. And of course there are the different hops I know, but this primarily comes down to Springer guns. Now I know a lot of you are already saying, but Al, they're Springers, they're not counted. Really, guys? Really? Do I seriously have to explain why? Because I've already got an editorial for that one coming up, okay? A lot of Springer guns are actually pretty good. Some of your sniper rifles, including the higher end ones, those are Spring. Shotguns, the tri-shots, those are Spring. Some good single barrel shotguns. Cybergun, ASG, AGM, even the Ichi. A lot of shotguns that are Spring are actually made by competent companies, such as Tokyo Marui, ASG, even Echo 1 and Umarex USA, and even Elite Force and Tactical Force make Springer guns that are actually good. Okay? So shut up, you little whining bastards. Now on to what I'm talking about. A lot of you have been asking me to do something about Spring guns because I've got a huge collection of Spring guns. I do. I really do. So today I want to do a test. Which is actually better when it comes to areas, such as handguns, CQB, or CQB, CQC, rifles, shotguns, and snipers. So, for each test, I'll be using a gun that is either equal to it or is pretty decent of that class, with the snipers and DMRs. So, yeah, this should be pretty interesting of a test, shouldn't it? Now, for these tests, I will be using guns that have hop-up or are hop-up. So, let me go ahead and show you the guns I will be using. For the pistol test, I will be using the Umarex USA Walter P99 Springer pistol. Freaking love this thing. This is a fixed hop-up gun. Is available at Nashville Airsoft, if you're in the Nashville area, or is available anywhere for roughly $20. You can also get the combat kit, which is only $40, $45, which it comes with 2 of these, 800 rounds of ammo, a sticky target, which I still use today, and just 2 of these bad boys and 2 pistols, and 2 magazines. So, yeah, these are actually pretty good. For the hop-up test, I will be using the Cybergun Desert Eagle. The Cybergun Desert Eagle, it has, which is also Magnum Research, mind you, has a hop-up dial right here. Now, I know this can be put into the class of CQC and CQB. I'll be leaving that for full-size weapons, such as shotguns. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, these are actually pretty decent little guns. This one's only $20, and the magazines for it are not that bad. This is based off the 50 cal model, not the 44 Magnum model. Okay? Okay. Okay, so you're probably asking, what about small guns, like obviously CQB and CQC. I want to say that, but at the same time I don't, because this is what I'm going to go with. This is CQB weapons only, because shotguns are in a class all their own. So for CQB weapons, I am using the German Sports Gun, or GSG, 522 Springer, which is a fixed hop-up gun. Very good, very nice material, actually. This thing has just been through hell and back with me, and it's still working pretty good. And it's a pretty affordable Springer CQB gun for roughly $40. For $40, you get a lot with this gun. I'm not gonna lie there. It's actually a pretty good gun at $40. It really is. Now, next up in that category is my FAMAS. Now, I know a lot of you are already saying, Al, why is the FAMAS in the CQB class, in the CQC, in close quarters class? 2 reasons. One, it is compact enough to be CQB, but at the same time still accurate enough to be a sniper. It's basically one of those sleeper guns that are basically all around good for what it needs to be. That, and you can remove the barrel and make it extremely CQB. Another reason is this. The FPS on this shoots... I actually redid the thing. It shoots at 330 FPS. Or yeah, about 330, 340 FPS, and this gun is extremely CQB friendly. It is really, really fun. I love this thing to death. I will love it. And it has Hopup, which can be adjusted right here on the left side. And for this test, I'll be adjusting the Hopup every so often for the test. So, yeah. There we go. Then it's just a really awesome gun to mess with. I'm not even gonna lie, this is an awesome gun to play with. It's just an awesome gun. Now, as for shotgun class, I'll be using my two shotguns. One is the Mossberg 590 chainsaw. I really do love this gun. It's a magazine-fed, single-barrel shotgun that is still considered a shotgun. Yes, it is. Just deal with it. And then, to add to that, I have my Double Eagle Tri-Shot shotgun, which is basically modeled after Benelli M3 Shorty. Ah, that's beautiful. This is CQB still. It fires roughly 350 FPS. Still a pretty powerful gun. It's actually very good. And I know because it's a tri-shot, you know, things will be... But it's just for the test, okay? It's just to see which is better. Fixed Hopup or Hopup. Now this one's a bit more complicated. For the sniper rifle test, I will be using, for the Hopup section, I'll be using the Game Face sniper rifle. I know it's modeled after the Bar 10, which is kind of interesting because I found that out. Apparently it's modeled after a Bar 10 sniper and not the Remington M870. That was my bad on my part for the research section. But yeah, I'll be using the... I'll be using this for the Hopup test, and I will be doing what I can with it. As for the fixed Hopup, which, by the way, this is actually CQB friendly. It fires at 350 FPS with a .2. I just found that out. Ain't that weird? And for the fixed Hopup, I will be using the Scar L by, and this is a fully licensed Springer gun, by Cybergun, which is pretty cool, actually. This is a pretty decent little Springer. It fires really hot for a Springer gun. It fires 400 FPS, which after having it for about 2-3 years now, it's firing 390 FPS, but still, this thing is just... It's loud. It's hard. It is definitely a sniper, since I've actually used this as a DMR for a lot of my loadouts. And I'm not going to lie, this thing is just evil! It is evil, 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 evil! Evil little Springer gun. So, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 guns to go through. Each section of the video will show you which one is actually used, and I'll tell you now, I'm actually pretty interested to see what the results are and what my final thoughts on them are. So this is going to be a bit of a long video, I'm sorry for that, but it hopefully will get you some clarity on if certain Springer guns are actually good for that purpose, or if Hopup versus fixed Hopup is better or not. It just depends really on the gram BB you're using. Also, for the test, I will be shooting 10 shots out of each gun. Except for the shotguns. I'll be emptying out all the mags on that. I'll be emptying mag on that sucker. So, let's get to it. Or, you know, I think I'll just do 10 shots. Okay? Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, so it's a very lovely day. Good bit of wind blowing. And this is how it's going to go. It's going to go Hopup. It's going to go fixed, hop, fixed, hop, fixed, hop, fixed, hop. That's basically how it goes. We are going to be I'm going to be firing at 25, feet targets, which are basically these are about the size of a silicorder, I think it is, or something, I can't remember what. But these are pretty decent sized targets. These are about the size of my head. These are head sized targets. I will be saying, which goes which. I'll be putting them with the gun itself, basically sliding them inside the trigger guard area, and that'll be good. So I'm going to set up the camera on one of these barrels, and we will begin the test. Okay, see you guys soon.
I was frozen today! I was frozen today!
Vamos time.
was frozen today!
This should be interesting. Really wonder what a tri-shot's gonna do. Okay.
Swallow this.
Okay, now for the sniper test, I'm going to step way back to about 50 feet or so, roughly 100 feet. So all the consistencies will probably be interesting for the fixed hop-up scar to see what that does. So yeah, let's see what this thing does at about 100 feet.
Headshot.
I'm not gonna lie, the shooting results were pretty interesting. Now, let's go ahead and get into the pistols and see which one performed better than the other. So, we're gonna start off with Umarex USA's Walter. Okay, so for those of you who can't see, I'm going to go ahead and get a pin. I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't get a pin, I get a highlighter, but now here's something interesting. And these are just crickles, these aren't shots. All the shots fired about here, which are in a very tight group. Only one stray shot came here. So, since this is about the size of a chest or a head, then most of the shots would be consistent, especially at 20 feet. These are actually pretty consistent shots for a fixed hop-up Springer pistol by Umarex. This is looking pretty good. Now let's look at the Desert Eagle results. Okay, so okay. Wow, okay. Let me just go ahead and do this. Okay, here are the results for the Desert Eagle. We have one here, one here, one here, and then a lot here, and the rest missed the actual paper. So really, it's not that tight a grouping, and while yes, it can definitely be hit right here, I'm not going to say it's actually pretty perfect. But at 20 feet away, it's definitely a decent little gun, but I'm going to have to give the win to the Walter, because the Walter has much more. I mean, you can just see the results for yourself right here. The Walter has a tighter grouping when it comes to actually shooting, while the Desert Eagle is just all over the place, even with its hop-up. So for fixed hop-up in the pistol class, I'm going to have to give it to the Walter and the fixed hop-up guns. Good job, Umarex. Cybergun, gotta work. A lot. Okay, now let's go to CQC, the CQB weapons. Start off, fixed hop-up. Now this is from the GSG 522. Holy hell! Damn. That's center mass right there. That is just freakishly accurate from 30 feet away. And yes, I did fire at 30 feet. And that is freakish accuracy right there. That is German sports guns. You good. Now let's go ahead and get the FAMAS results. Boop. Go ahead and pull this out. And yeah, okay. Okay, so Cybergun, I'm worried. Hold on a sec.
I was frozen today!
Sorry guys, I had to take Mom some lunch. Okay, so looking at the results from the FAMAS, once again, it's still a tight grouping, I'm not gonna lie. Now, this is where the two stray shots came from. This is from me adjusting my hop-up, but when the hop-up was adjusted just right, the shots were freaking consistent. I'm not gonna lie, these were decent shots. So, even though, I mean, okay, here it is. So yeah, I'd still be able to get at least some center mass shots, some body shots, but I gotta admit, the 522 actually has it, but at the same time, I can't knock that the accuracy is pretty good, so yeah. I gotta give it to both of them. GSG and the FAMAS by Cybergun both work good, so yeah, giving it to both. Now comes the fun one. Let's get to the shotguns! Oh boy, okay, let's go with the fixed hop-up one. And we already know how this is going to turn out. What did you expect? That's a freaking tri-shot shotgun, you idiots! Look at this! That is crazy, okay? It's a tri-shot, which means it doesn't matter how far away they are. One of those BBs is gonna hit them, okay? One of those BBs is gonna hit the bastard. But I will admit the fixed Hopup tri-shot is actually still pretty damn accurate. So, tri-shots for the win. Now let's go ahead and get the single barrel. See how that did. Now, the single barrel shotgun does have Hopup, which, even then, you can see the results. Now, these couple here were from the Hopup adjustment. This right here was definitely from after I adjusted the Hopup, and then, of course, I got a good center shot. So, either way, this is actually pretty decent. But I gotta give it to the tri-shot, because it's a tri-shot! How many times am I gonna have to tell you people that? A tri-shot shotgun doesn't need Hopup, unless, of course, you're talking about the Tokyo Marui AA-12, which in that case, yes. Most definitely, yes! Now comes the fun one. The sniper results. Oh boy. We're going to go with the Scar L first. Cybergun, let's see how you did. Yeah, not very consistent results because I was using iron sights. And this was at about 100 feet, okay? At 100 feet, I was definitely getting all over the place, but even so, all of them were center mass shots. However, when it comes to headshot, I don't think it would actually work out very well. But even so, if I had some optics on that rifle, I would probably have gotten a lot of good shots. But through and through, I gotta admit, pretty decent accuracy for a fixed Hopup gun. Now comes to the game face. Now let me just go ahead and give a disclaimer now. No iron sights. None. No iron sights on this gun, okay? None. Just want to get that disclaimer out now. Okay. Okay, now without iron sights, I gotta admit it was pretty decent. Obviously, the first couple shots were obviously Hopup adjustment, including here, here, and here. But the rest of these shots, the groupings, are actually from the adjusted Hopup and the no frickin' iron sights. And I gotta admit, That's some pretty tight groupings, guys. I mean, that is seriously tight. So, if I had to give it, with just iron sights and my bad aim, of course, I gotta give it to the Game Face Sniper Rifle. That is a pretty decent little gun at about $80. And the fact that it's CQB friendly, that's another factor I have to add into it. And it's just an accurate gun, okay? It's a really, really accurate gun. That is pretty nice. But a lot of you are probably asking, Al, why did you do this test, even though you were going to give it to some Hopup, some fixed, and then 2 at the same time? It's because I wanted to see what the consistency was. I wanted to see what could have happened. I just wanted to see, you know? I just really wanted to see what would have happened. While at the same time, I really, really like it. I mean, I really do like some of these guns. These guns are fantastic. But I wanted to see which one would perform better than the other. But at the same time, it's kind of your own choice what you go for. Do you go for a fixed Hopup? Do you go for Hopup? Do you want adjustment over pure accuracy and pure luck and adjust? It just really depends on what your preference is. And that's what this whole thing is about. Me, I personally don't care. Okay, I actually do on who makes the gun and how it's made. That's why I'm cynical, but I don't care when it comes to if it's fixed Hopup or Hopup. If the gun can shoot accurately and I can make it shoot that good, that's my preference. And I think that's what a lot of you expect as well. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Airsoft Al, and I will see you guys in the front lines. Until next time.